Hello there, I'm Martinunix and welcome to Crystal Salon, where elegance meets comfort and every detail is designed to elevate your experience. Today, I am alongside the brilliant mind behind this space, where passion and creativity comes together in every strand. Step into this executive setup as we transform natural locks with seamless, flawless extensions. Now, taking a closer look at the tips, you will notice they have already been combed out. There is visible lint trapped within the strands, something we will thoroughly cleanse during the shampoo stage. These locks previously had human hair bulk extensions, which I have just removed. Due to weakening over time, the extensions had been trimmed down, leaving the strands much shorter, as you can see. The texture tells a lot. You will notice areas that are thinning with slightly spongy feel and reduced elasticity. That's always a red flag. Healthy hair should have some resilience, but here, when I gently stretch the strand, it breaks quite easily, clearly showing how compromised the stretch has become. This is one of the key challenges with human hair extensions. While they offer natural look, they are more vulnerable to damage, especially if not consistently maintained or if exposed to chemicals and environmental stress. That's why, for this restoration, we are transitioning to artificial extensions with our desired solid color. Artificial fibers tend to hold structure better and maintain consistency, making them a more reliable option in cases like this. To prepare for new installation, I carefully comb out up to the point where the healthy natural lock begins. Now, here is a close look at the pre-made extensions we will be working with. They have already been prepared to size with a well-blended color and texture designed to match seamlessly with the client's natural locks. I begin by picking one of the extensions and carefully aligning the loose ends, preparing it for grafting. I overlap it about an inch apart, making slight adjustments to ensure a clean, seamless point of intersection with no hair bunching up, just a smooth, natural blend. Using a 0.5 mm crochet needle, I begin locking the intersection in place, working slowly and deliberately to secure the connection. Here, I am using the dual rotational technique, which means I am holding the hook between my fingers to better feel the texture, density, and firmness at the point of attachment. One challenge with this method, however, is limited visibility. Unlike the vertical tilt technique, where you can clearly see the needle's movement, this approach relies more on touch than sight, making precision and experience very important. As I continue, you will notice the texture starting to form and tighten, creating a more natural transition between the lock and the extension. To finish off this section, I use a palm roll to blend everything together, smoothing out the surface and refining the overall look for a seamless finish. Considering the condition of the color and loose ends on the natural lock, this requires a bit of strategy. The hair is already compromised, so the approach has to be precise. This is where the technique becomes more intentional and a bit more strategic. I introduce a more intricate approach. I begin by slightly interlocking the tip of the artificial extension into the natural lock, just a bit, and working backwards. This is a calculated move. Considering the weakened color and texture of the natural hair, I need to create an anchor, something that gives the extension a firm starting point. By doing this, the extension gains structural support right from the core, allowing it to withstand future manipulation without the risk of slipping or detaching. Think of this as reinforcement, that is, building strength before blending. Once the foundation is set, I go in with a crochet needle, now merging the loose hairs together. At this stage, control is everything. I carefully guide the loose ends, ensuring they don't travel upward towards the roots, but instead remain contained exactly at the point of intersection. This prevents bunching and keeps the structure of the natural lock clean, compact, and natural looking. Remember, in due time, we will undo these extensions. So, I am intentionally ensuring that we don't interfere with the natural strand beyond the intersection point by working the extension backward after the interlock. When untling the crochet needle, the motion is subtle but pressure is controlled insertions, minimal pulling, and a consistent rhythm. Overworking the area can cause stiffness or unnecessary tension. As the connection forms, you will notice the transition becoming smoother, more refined, while the extension sitting naturally as part of the lock rather than on it. To seal the blend, I finish with a palm roll, compressing the fibers and smoothing out the surface to unify the structure. And finally, as I wrap the section around my finger, you can clearly see the outcome, the fineness, the flexibility, and how seamless the extension blends into the natural lock. At this point, I simply repeat the same procedure across the entire hand, maintaining consistency in alignment, tension, and blending to ensure every extension sits seamlessly and holds with long-term stability. Consistency is key in this process because every section contributes to the final uniform look. If you're looking to achieve results like these, you can book my services directly through the details in the description. I am available for house calls, and I am always open to bookings at my studio space. If you happen to be around Crystal Salon, you can also reach out to their desk for bookings and explore a range of professional grooming services available within this space. For those interested in learning, I also offer detailed online classes. You will find all the information below. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe, like, share your thoughts in the comment section, and most importantly, keep sharing the craft. And here's the result: clean, seamless, and beautifully blended. You can already see how naturally the extension flows with the lock. Refined, flexible, and almost impossible to detect. At this stage, the attachment is complete, now ready for the next phase: a thorough cleanse, root interlocking, and of course, the final styling to bring everything together. This is where the transformation truly comes to life. Now we move into the cleansing phase, a refreshing shampoo designed to lift away buildup, residue, and any trapped lint, restoring clarity and lightness to the locks. Clean, refreshed, and perfectly prepped for the next stage. Now focusing on the roots, I am using a 3-way interlocking technique to secure and maintain the bands of each lock. This choice is intentional, especially when working with a sensitive scalp, thinning roots, or hair that's gradually being restored. Interlocking provides a more controlled and less invasive method of maintenance, helping to strengthen the foundation without adding unnecessary stress. Unlike crocheting, which can be more intense on fragile roots if overdone, interlocking works with a natural growth pattern, distributing tension evenly and promoting stability over time. It's a method that prioritizes both structure and the long-term health of the locks. Moving into the finishing phase, I apply mousse, focusing only on the extension to enhance hold, smoothness, and overall definition without weighing down the natural roots. At the base, I follow up with a soothing oil, gently working it into the scalp to lock in moisture and help replenish the essential nutrients after the maintenance process. Keeping the roots slightly relaxed reduces tension, protects the scalp, and also leaves room for flexible styling if needed. It's all about balance, structure, comfort, and long-term hair health. Now I begin the styling phase, and in this case, I am working on a traditional fishtail braid. This is a clean, timeless style that brings everything together after maintenance process. Unlike some of the more advanced fishtail variations I have demonstrated on this channel, which involve finger eight movements, this fashion is more straightforward. Ear strands are simply lifted from the outer hinges, and brought neatly into the center, alternating from side to side to build that signature woven effect. Because of its simplicity and reduced manipulation, this style is especially ideal for sensitive scalp or freshly maintained roots. It allows the hair to settle comfortably while still achieving a detailed, elegant finish. As I craft the double fishtail, I pick strands from the outer hinges, guide them into the center, alternating sides to build that clean and woven pattern. Consistency in sectioning and tension is what keeps the braid neat and well defined. Every detail comes together seamlessly, from the clean attachment to the soft, controlled styling, reflecting a balance of technique and artistry in every touch. This is not just maintenance, it's crafted transformation. Simple, elegant, and perfectly coordinated to match the client's desire and outcome. As it forms, I allow the braid to relax slightly into the back, creating a soft, chunky pony that gives the style a natural flow and balanced finish. If you are enjoying this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. If you'd like to learn techniques like this in depth, my online classes are available in the description below. A special appreciation to Crystal Salon for hosting this transformation. Truly a space that complements the craft. And here's the final look. Clean, elegant, and beautifully brought together. A perfect blend of structure, flow, and artistry. Until next time, this is Martin Unix. Stay inspired.